Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Green Bay Packers. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Mayfield's throw here pulled in by Lazard. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Mayfield looks to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. He's going to have the hook up to Burnett. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense for the Packers, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
On 2nd and 9, Murray complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there. And he did a lot of that on that play.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Got an open man. It's Burnett. A gain of 6 there on first. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
It's 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now Murray. Touchdown. That's called. Colin Johnson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you've gone somewhere, but you really haven't. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A gain of 6 there on first.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain. To throw again on second down. Mayfield. That's complete to Lazard. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Trying to lay one up deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Packers. Well, Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Sims now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. At their own 22-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And this one complete to Burnett. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. On first down, it's Hunt, and down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 44, Murray throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sims.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
A quick throw there out to Williams. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 9, Murray swings this out for Hunt. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
That's caught by Sims. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point up and through. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Mayfield throwing the out route incomplete. It's Shaw. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield now. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Howard. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
From the 38, Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he's got room. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
punt here with Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. To try here for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Mayfield now from the 50. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Eluded, and a big loss here as he's taken down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Murray's throw going into the hands of Williams. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Murray now on first down. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one is right down the middle. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Sims going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Throw right side, complete to Williams.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
They'll run on first down. Evans. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To throw is Murray. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Mayfield on first down. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
First down, Mayfield. And And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Lions are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Hunt. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Dancing to his left. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
On 1st down, Hunt. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit! I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Yeah, the final tally, as told by Next Gen Stats, he hit 21.5 miles per hour. Whoa. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Running right, Jones. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Banks, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Mayfield looks to throw, and this is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mayfield to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Shaw. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on third down.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Davante Adams, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for two. Mayfield going to try to throw for the two. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Sims now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. From the gun, Murray. He finds his man Johnson. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Murray going to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Lions will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
On second down, right back to Hunt. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this is going to be Packer football. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with, a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. To throw, Mayfield. And it's caught. Touchdown. Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Packers take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
Here's Sims now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage, and intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's Hunt. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Murray now to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Watch twins. Watch twins.
This is Hunt. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
The Lions on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions will take over here just shy of the 30. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check 24, check 24. Watch the twin. Watch the twin.
Out of the gun, a give to Evans. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn over. Kill, kill, kill.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He gets it left side to Johnson. He finds some open field here. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Some of them would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
And they will take a knee here. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Lions, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos.
I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I just got 20, I'm running on empty. This mobile that came from my money is silly. I feel the envy, not trying to be friendly. It is what it is, if you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. Yeah, I get the W, throw the